Hello, everyone. It's your girl here, Jessie, the encouraging guru, aka the Purple Diva. I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday, you guys. Happy Wednesday! Happy Wednesday! Happy Wednesday! Happy Wednesday! Welcome to Freely Venting, a platform for those who need to vent without being judged. I am your host, Jessie, here, the encouraging guru, aka the Purple Diva. Okay, y'all. As you're coming in, please press 1 for the live, press 2 for the replay, and say hello so I can acknowledge you. Don't be rude, okay? Don't be rude. I don't like talking to myself. But today is Wednesday, y'all. I'm getting ready with this trip tomorrow. Whoop, whoop. Yes, whoop, whoop. I'm over here chatting with associates right now. I am just so happy that I am going to be going out of town tomorrow. I can't wait to go see my dad. I am too excited to see him, even though he's in the fragile, state that he is in. But I am too happy to go see him and spend time with him and be able to be there. Okay, so today's topic is, what do you think about women in the military? What do you think about women in the military? So, yesterday, I actually was watching the news, ABC News or CNN, and they were going through the breakdown of the 14 high up Fort Hood soldiers, not soldiers, lieutenants, generals that got taken out of the military over the Vanessa Guillen case. Now, if you guys are not, familiar with the case of Vanessa Guillen, and I'm gonna pull it up before I do anything else. Hold on, give me a minute, you guys. If you guys don't know the Vanessa Guillen story, it has gone worldwide. It was, and I'm gonna post a picture of her right now, you guys, so you guys can see who I'm talking about, speaking on. I can't post her. Oh my god, why is this not letting me post it? Oh Jesus, let me see. Let's post this one. I think it's way better anyway. Copy. Why is it not letting me post it? Oh my god. Okay, well, it's not letting me post a picture. But Vanessa Guillen was a soldier in Fort Hood military, on Fort Hood military base. Okay. This young lady was only 20 years old in the military. And on April the 22nd, 2020, inside the Fort Hood, Texas Armory by another enlisted soldier, Aaron David Johnson, age 20 as well. Guillen had been missing since April the 22nd, when they had found her remains dismembered, okay, along the river where Fort Hood is. Okay. Now, they have so much speculation, so much stuff going on. Her mom has been going live, her family has been going live, her sisters, her dad, her mom. This mother has so much pain that it is unbearable. But let me tell you something, that woman is so damn strong. Gloria Guillen, she is so strong, and so are her sisters, and so is her dad. I have been following the story on how everything happened, and it is something that is so, I mean, it is out of this world how things happen. And people think that they could just cover up stuff and it won't get found out. Now, the young man, Aaron David Robinson, ended up killing himself over the disappearance and also murder of Vanessa Guillen because of the fact that it was about to come out. They were saying that Vanessa has spoken to her mom. Her mom has also said that she has spoken to her about, her being raped and her being sexually harassed by her lieutenants, by her, top soldiers, by this young man that ended up killing her. You know what I mean? And he wasn't the only one. His accomplice was his girlfriend. Okay. And she is now in jail for the murder and killing of Vanessa Guillen. And I'm saying Vanessa Guillen because she has a name. All of these soldiers have a name. So remember the name, Vanessa Guillen. This poor girl at the age of 20 got murdered because she was trying to speak out. And that is a problem with the military. The problem with the military is that they don't want to be found out. Okay, they don't want to be found out. They don't want the static. They want to be always looked up as high, a high rank. Okay, if you want to say that. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Be here. Everybody say hello to Michelle. As you're coming in, please say hello. And I'm going to give you my disclaimer, Michelle. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I'm your girl, Jessie, empowering guru, a.k.a. the Purple Diva. And if you don't know why they call me the Purple Diva, it's because I love the color purple and I wear it well. Thank you for being here for FreelyVenting, a platform for everyone to come and freely vent without being judged, okay? Because we got a lot of that going on, all right? So today's topic is, what do you think about women in the military? Okay, so I'm talking about the young lady that got killed at Fort Hood Army Base. April 22nd, they found her body. And come to find out that she has spoken about what had happened to her, or that they were sexually harassing her on the base. And come to find out that she was dismembered. She was cut into little pieces and basically put it in a freaking one of these. I have them over here. My husband, because my husband is retired military. And they found her in one of those buckets in cement, and her body was dismembered. Okay, that's the only way that they found her. Okay, but there are so many people that say there's so many people that missed the ball on this girl, along with all these other women. That about 100 women on Fort Hood Army Base have been sexually harassed and not being able to speak on the harassment. At least 10 to, I think, 20 of those women have killed themselves because they cannot speak their truth. Now, what do you think about women in the military? You know what I mean? At one point or another, people want to serve their country, and the best way they know how is getting into the military. At one point in my life, I was ready to go into the military. But what happened with me was, as the sergeant came to my house, because, they have to tape measure you and they have to do all of these things, I sat down with the sergeant and I was like, let me tell you something. I've heard so many bad things about this place and so many things about this and so many things. I feel like you guys treat your people like crap. You guys treat your people like crap. And he was done. He was like, oh no, I'm not going to let her in because she's very outspoken. But guess what? If you're not outspoken, he knew that I would say something of, whatever happened to me, I'm going to say it. So this poor girl, Vanessa Guillen, say her name because Vanessa Guillen is a person, was a person, will ever be a person. Her legacy will never die as long as we have her in our mouth. Vanessa Guillen, this poor girl, was sexually harassed, raped, basically beaten, and then murdered in her armory. Okay, in the Fort Hood armory. And then on top of that, the young man that did it with his girlfriend went ahead and cut her body up into little pieces, dismembered her, put her in a freaking bucket with cement, and buried the damn thing. And thank God that there was a tracking dog at the scene. But see, it was too late already because they didn't know for 2 months that this poor girl was missing. How the hell you know that? How the hell don't you know that? Are you not accountable by your people? Are you not accountable for your people? Okay. So her mother ended up blowing up the whole spot. And they ended up finding out that she was going through these things. Her mother is heartbroken. And I would, it's just, it's an unthinkable thing. But, we raise our children to be strong and raise our children to want to do whatever the hell they want to do. But sometimes we want to shield that child from going into something that they know nothing about. Okay. And it's hard. It's really, really hard because I know that they want to do something to prove a point, maybe. You know what I mean? But yeah, I agree, Michelle. I really agree. I agree on the point, that they should be they should choose, they should be allowed no matter what. No matter Yes. When it came down to it, um when it came down to it, and they found out that she was murdered. Now, yesterday was a more of a glorifying day for the family, but still, they can't get her back. It's not like they can revive her back and bring her back to life. This there was 14 of those first sergeants, lieutenants, generals that got taken off of Fort Hood. Okay, and I posted the video. It's on my FreelyVenting. If you guys haven't gone into my FreelyVenting page, because it's on only a group thing, you guys please add yourself to the list, and I will add you to the group so you can be one-on-one with me and everything. But her mother, a mother's pain, I couldn't even imagine. Somebody coming her, my daughter, I'm done. I'm going to prison. I'm sorry, but I'm going to prison because I've been through too much. And for somebody to be going through this hell, because that has to be hell for her, to have to be going through this loss. You're not supposed to bury your child. They're supposed to bury you. You know what I mean? So when I see this woman, Gloria Guillen, that's her name, I feel so hurt. I feel the pain that she's feeling because I have a daughter. And I would love for somebody to come and do something to my daughter because they will be done. They will be done. They will be so done right now. And it is so sad. It is so sad that it had to happen this way. And it's so sad that people that you're supposed to be giving the let's people that you think they're supposed to take care of your child, even though they're not a child, they can fix themselves, they can do what they need to do. They go away having this perception in their brain, and this is what I'm thinking. They're having this perception in their brain that they're trying to do better for the world. They're trying to do better for their freedom. They're trying to do better for their communities. They're trying to do better for everyone to live better. You know what I mean? And this poor girl ended up in the statistical world, you know what I mean? That, she was murdered. She was murdered. Hey, Jessica, how are you, hon? Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're talking about the Vanessa Guillen case. If you haven't heard of it, I'm just going to give you a small little story about the Vanessa Guillen case. Vanessa Guillen was 20 years old in the U.S., and she was a U.S. soldier in Fort Hood who was murdered on April the 22nd inside Fort Hood, Texas armory by another enlisted soldier, Aaron David Robinson, age 20. Guillen had been missing since April 22nd, when some of her dismembered remains were found buried along the Leon River on June the 30th. Now, nobody knew about what was going on because nobody had the gonads to go ahead and speak on it. But see, they had also found another body from another young man that got murdered right on Fort Hood. Okay. They have found well over 50 bodies in the area. Okay. In the Fort Hood area. Fort Hood is here. This is where the river is. That's where they have been finding all of these remains. Every single time they go out looking for somebody else, they end up finding somebody else. So how in that world are you not knowing where your people are? How are you not knowing where your people are? Where in the world are you looking? What are you doing that's so much more important than keeping accountability of what you're supposed to be taking care of? Where is your mentality? Where are you? If you are assigned a certain amount of people when you're in the military, where in the world is your mind at to not even consider to go look for that person in their barracks or in their room? Okay, I might not know a lot about the military. My husband is military. I'm married to him. I was married to him. He was in the reserve and everything, you know. And it makes me upset because I analyze everything. I look at everything. I look at all the facts. When you have to look at facts, you have to look at every single fact. You have to turn those you have to turn those boulders. You know what I mean? Because people like to push shit under. Oh, sorry. People like to put stuff under, okay? But at the same time, how could you not be accountable for one person? Then you shouldn't have that. You shouldn't have that career. Because if you can't be accountable for one person, what makes you think you're going to be accountable for 20 or 30? You know? Yes, Michelle, more bodies. Before they found Vanessa Guillen's body, they found a young man's body. Okay? There's a list of the ones that they found already. And that is the sad part. Because you're going to tell me that this other young man was found before they found Vanessa Guillen, and they weren't looking for him. It's crazy when they ended up finding out that this young man was murdered as well. You have to start thinking, okay, you have to go back. What happened? Who did it? Who did he have problems with? Who didn't he have problems with? Who was looking to do something bad to them? Okay. Nope. They don't know where their soldiers are because apparently they're starting to find bodies of other folks, and I'm gonna look it up right now. You know what? I'm gonna under all of the different soldiers. I wish I could put her picture up so you guys can see what I'm saying. This poor girl. Let me see if I can post it up here. Hold on. I'm gonna try again. I can't. It is sad that I'm gonna look up some more soldiers that have been murdered on Fort Hood. Murdered soldiers on Fort Hood. Okay, so the young man that they found, okay, this was one of the young men that they found on the Fort Hood army base. They've actually found more. Okay. I'm reading on ABC 13. It says families of 3 Fort Hood soldiers seek answers to their deaths. Okay. And they have the one that they found was Brandon Rosenkrantz. He was 27. He was found shot to death in Harker Heights next to his burnt Jeep on May 18th. Okay. Thomas Berg Sr., which is his father, spoke out about his, about his death. Okay. We also have Gregory Morales. Gregory Morales was the one that they found before Vanessa Guillen. Okay? Before they found Vanessa Guillen, they found Gregory Morales. Okay? And that one, we didn't know that he was, that he was dead because he hadn't for 6 months, 6 to 9 months, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not gonna quote that. But for 6 to 9 months, they did not know that this young man was dead. They did not know that this young man was murdered. He was buried in a shallow grave. Okay? Mentally, I'm the type of person that I could picture something like this. I could picture a lot of things. I could picture people just, what mentality do you have? What mentality do you have? And let me tell you, I've been through some things. But oh my God, how could you not be accountable for your people? And then you want to be rude. One of the surgeons or one of the lieutenants was very rude to the Guillen family when they went to try to find answers about what had happened to Vanessa Guillen. And he was very rude, but he lost his rank yesterday. 14 of those men that didn't want to give answers or were negligent about, the whole situation when it came down to Vanessa Guillen, ended up, they ended up getting, basically taken off of their higher ranks. They basically lost their job. Basically, that's the point. And I'm pulling it up right now. Okay, so they have been suspended, but the family wants them all to go to jail. The mother said it very clearly yesterday. 14 Fort Hood soldier fire suspended over violence at base. Okay. There has been so much going on this base that people just don't get it. People just don't. Yeah, there were 14 reported on Fort Hood. Army fires, suspends 14 Fort Hood soldiers over handling a sexual violence following Vanessa Guillen's death. Okay, and they only have security. The ones that they have. I'm looking at all the names, but I'm looking for the names so I can give you guys facts, not no BS. But they don't have everybody's. They don't have everybody's name, or if they do, I don't see them all on here. But what they have is the 14 of the soldiers. Yes, Michelle, in the same place. Yes. Wow. Yes. But see, if you look at the whole situation when it comes down to this, Vanessa Guillen's case, a lot of people missed the ball. She told her mother, these were her mother's words, "Mommy, I can't tell you no more because if I do tell you no more, they can come after you and the family." And she was trying to protect her family. And that is well and all. But her mother, it's like her mother wanted to blow up the spot. Because once you blow up that spot, I feel honestly, if her mother would have said something, then her life would not have been gone. She would not have been killed. You know what I mean? But at the same time, she was scared to even go ahead and push on the envelope, to let her mother know. She was very skeptical about letting her mother know because she knew how her mother was and how her mother was going to take it and run with it. You know what I mean? And that's what she's doing now. But come to find out, it was too late. Because by the time that they found her, she was dismembered. They killed her at the armory. He killed Aaron Robinson ended up killing her. What they said was that, and this was facts, this was on the paperwork. He hit her over the head with a hammer. Okay? Hit her over the head with the hammer, basically tore her up, cut up her body, and put her in this bucket and basically put cement and had his girlfriend come out to the army base and ended up taking her to the burial site in a shallow grave. Okay. But there were reports also that he had also been watching her taking a shower. Okay. He had been watching her taking a shower. He was honestly just, being nasty towards her. And it comes to find out that this is what happened to her. And so now the mother said something very interesting yesterday that made me think a lot about what I'm talking about today. And this is why I put the topic up. That this young man, he committed suicide. But what if he didn't commit suicide? What if somebody on the base murdered him as well? That to me, that hit hard to me because I was like, you know what? She's so right. Because if Vanessa Guillen got murdered by him, and for them not to blow it up more out of proportion because he did it, it might have been that he also got murdered on top of that. You know what I mean? But you will never know because the two people that were involved in this situation are dead now. They've been murdered. They basically, one committed suicide and the other was murdered by the person that committed suicide. And it is such a sad thing because, it's like I said before, children are very impressionable and they want to go ahead and they want to do better in life and they want to do better in their societies and they want to do better, in the military. Those are their outlets. Those are the things that they want to do. Let them go ahead and do it. But at the same time, when I say this, it is sad that people that are supposed to be held accountable are not being held accountable until now. It took from April. Let's count April. We didn't find anything out until June. That's April, May, June. That's 3 freaking months. We didn't know where she was. They didn't know where she was. 3 freaking months? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 3 freaking months. Okay, 3 months. And then y'all gonna go ahead and now y'all want to go ahead and have these other folks be taken out, these 14 sergeants, lieutenants, whatever, generals. Now you want to take them out? No, they should have been held accountable then. Okay, because something had to be going on. They were trying to cover their tracks. They were trying to cover their tracks. I don't care what nobody. They were trying to cover their tracks, and on top of that, if they couldn't cover their tracks, they got found out. Okay. So it's crazy to me. It's so crazy to me how they didn't find from April to June is 3 months. That's when they found her body in June. Then you got June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 6 months later, y'all gonna tell me y'all gonna put these people under wraps because of what they did or they didn't do? 6 months later? Are you kidding me? I wouldn't be able to sleep. And I'm pretty sure Gloria Guillen is not sleeping at all. And I know this. I know that she has to be thinking to herself, I need to do more. And she is doing more. She is going out there. She has an awesome lawyer. She got her family next to her. She got, her daughters next to her. The 2 other daughters that she has, she's got them there with her support system. Everybody that's a mother that feels her pain, we are there with her. And it is sad. It is sad. You know what I mean? It is sad. And you got ignorant folks that are like, well, they should have never gotten into the military. What were they expecting? The expectancy here is that you have to have respect. If you're in the military, you have to have respect for one another. Just like if you're in society, you have to have respect. You can't just go up to somebody and sexually harass them. You go to jail for that. You can't go up to somebody and be nasty to them and expose yourself and all this other stuff. You have to have respect for that. You know what I mean? So when I see these things and I'm like, yo, like they really dropped the ball. They really dropped the ball on this whole case and all the other cases that are popping up, because there's even more cases. And I was like, oh my gosh, how could they not know where their people are? You guys are not being held accountable. What type of crap are you doing? What are you doing that's so more important than what you're supposed to be doing? Your job title, okay? Your job title, you know? They just want to sweep things under the rug, and that's not the fact here. You know what I mean? You can't just sweep stuff under the rug and think that everything is okay and nothing is going to be seen or heard. You know?